Hello. Welcome back to Whispers in Wregate. I am Baron Battlebred, the game master. And when we last left our team, they were discussing what to do about the second key situation. I believe we left them in the middle of the warehouse, and they will be handling that accordingly.
It would be nice if someone just handed us the key.
Yeah, it would be. Roll a persuasion check. No.
I have charm
Persuasion
person,
against
so
Walks
Against the
directly
DM.
up to one of the guards. I would like the key, sir.
Anyway,
charm person,
when we last left the team, they were discussing how to handle the second key situation. They know that there is another one somewhere in the warehouse. They also know that one of them is on one of the night guards that is currently on patrol. What would you like to do?
Well, I think we should probably either pickpocket the night guard, or maybe I could try to ask them. I might know them.
we need to find out which one has the key first. I do not remember my voice.
Are you gonna go like full on insider threat? Walk up. Hey, I need to inspect the key to the the secret door in order to. And then just like fucking walk
How
off with
familiar are our characters with the night guards?
Roll me a history check.
Of course I get a nat 1. Wait, how did I say 7 plus 8?
Because 7 looks like a 1.
Yeah, that 7 really looks like a 1.
Okay, I got 15.
You would know that Elise and Shimmer, you are not too familiar with the night guards in this current area. You come in during the daytime, usually brought in the morning, and handle your business, and then you leave for the day. Thaddeus, you have stayed late before. You are on comfortable terms with the night guards. I wouldn't say you're on like full familiarity, as their schedules do revolve a little differently than yours.
They're also not particularly happy that I stay after hours, but never mind that.
I thought they didn't care all that much.
No, they don't.
They're not
they
paid
don't
enough
get
to
paid
care.
enough.
They are indifferent towards you.
That sounds more accurate.
So you know they exist. You know who that the head guard is also out there on patrol somewhere. You don't know enough about like their patterns to know where he is right now. But you can make an attempt.
Yeah, I'd like to walk up to one of the guards that I do see and ask them if they know where the head guard is.
Okay. You walk up to actually, roll me a perception check.
19.
Okay. You look around your current environment and you don't see any of the night guards currently patrolling inside the building.
Is this normal?
With your previous history check? No.
Huh. I'm not noticing any of the guards around, and this is very unusual.
They could pick the lock, risk the alarm.
Do you think this is an attempt to sabotage us? Releasing the guards? Kind of ironic.
I mean, they both want us and don't want us to succeed. It makes sense.
I don't know if it does make sense.
I don't know. I've got a funny feeling about this.
Well, what would you like to do about it?
Elise is gonna start walking around, get a feel of the area, see if any night guards show up, while also looking for any plans that might be across a desk or any details that stand out.
All right. Roll me a perception, an investigation check.
Where'd it go? Oh, nat 20. Plus 11, 31.
Jeez. Elise, you do a quick once around of the warehouse floor, looking for any signs of the people you know are supposed to be patrolling. Lantern lights out the windows, the sound of footsteps down a hallway, maybe some jingling keys. You find nothing inside the building. There are a couple of blueprints left out on people's tables for as yet unfinished projects. You see things, like half-built boxes, mechanical arm. Somebody seems to be working on some type of prosthetic eye. But nothing currently useful to your situation. You find that very unusual.
She'll walk back up to the others.
There's no security here. Unusual. We have this warehouse to ourselves.
This
you
is
would remember
very
that
unusual.
this is an odd thing, because as you entered the building, there were definitely patrols outside.
Maybe they didn't expect us to get into the building or stay in the building. In their case,
No, that doesn't sound right. There's always a patrol walking about. I'd like to try something.
Yes.
I'd like to trigger the alarm to see what happens.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Should we
I'm
at
an
least
employee
try
that
to...
I'm an employee that works here, so I can easily just say that I saw something that was wrong, and I was trying to fix it.
Okay. You would know as an employee that there are two alarms that you can trigger. One is upstairs in the boss office. Attempting to open that door after hours will sound an alarm. And you know that there is technically a fire alarm in the building. So if you set something alight, it will trigger a sprinkler system.
Perfect. Let's make a sprinkler happen. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to trigger off the fire alarm. I need to see what's going to happen.
I'd like to
This
hide.
is a bad idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. All right. How would you like to set a fire?
Ooh, good question. What do I have?
I don't know.
I am going to use my tinderbox and some material that's flammable that I find in the warehouse.
That is easy enough. You guys watch as Thaddeus wanders around for a second, grabs a large roll of paper. He rolls it up into what is essentially a very long torch. Roll me a survival check, Thaddeus.
15.
Excellent. You light the end of it, no problem. And you watch as Thaddeus starts uncurling it from one side, and suddenly he's got a very long, very pointy flaming stick that reaches up towards one of the sensors. And the next thing you know, there is an alarm blaring, yelling, "Fire! Fire! Fire!" from like every corner of the room.
It's very modern.
Talking mouth spells.
Yeah. No, I dig
yeah.
it. I dig it.
And on that note, you watch as 5 or 6 magic circles trigger on the ceiling, and rain starts falling.
Huh.
That's
What do you
pretty
know?
legit.
The fire suppression system is working right now.
So,
Your torch
Elise,
immediately goes out.
it's gonna be like, Elise is gonna say, "What are you doing, you ignoramus?" And she's going to like grab Shimmer to hide behind something with her noble friend.
Yeah, Shimmer was already trying to find a place to hide, so she's absolutely going along with it.
All right. If you two are hiding together, roll me a stealth check with disadvantage.
Cancels out my advantage then. Fucking hell, one.
Oh wait, that was
I believe that
just
comes
one
to
roll.
an 11 and
I
a
rolled
6.
it. What? Yeah. Yep, I rolled a one. Why did we both roll that one?
Anyway, as you guys duck behind a desk next to it, the alarms are still screaming out, "Fire! Fire! Fire!"
Can I look around real quickly to see if there's any guards?
Yeah, roll me a perception check. As the alarm stops blaring,
9.
you don't see anything.
Anything at all?
There are no guards coming towards you. You notice that the front door and the back door have both automatically opened to allow for escape in the event of an actual fire. But none of the patrols are coming in. There's no shouting of people, scrambling to handle the situation. There's no noise.
So, did the elevator shaft fail open?
It did not. You're not supposed to use the elevator in case of a fire.
Is there any other doors that are open that weren't normally open?
Like the
Nope.
boss's office?
Nope, just the 2 main doors, front and back, to allow mass escape of the work floor.
I look over to in Elise's general direction and I shout, "Do you see any guards?"
Why are you shouting?
Indeed, why are you yelling?
Out of instinct, Elise is gonna look around.
All
She's not
right.
gonna say anything, but she's gonna look.
You look around. I won't even have you roll for it, but he's right. There's no one. No one that should be guarding this warehouse is showing up right now, and that is concerning.
Maybe they're all downstairs.
Oh shit. Well, at least Shimmer's gonna get out. At least, if we trigger this alarm, it probably won't be much different. So,
Do you think perhaps there's anybody invisible walking around? This place is quite magical. I'm just looking around on the ground for like footsteps or something.
wouldn't
Any
the
evidence
water
of
of the
that?
sprinklers have revealed some sort of like now dripping invisible area? Shimmer's gonna look for that. Dripping invisible people.
Yeah, all right. You can both roll me a perception check.
23?
You don't see
And
any
my rolls are
footprints.
shit. 9.
There's nothing indicating that there's anyone else in the building with you.
Except probably the other workers who are in the other cubicles who are probably very annoyed with us right now.
No, I think
No.
they left.
This is after hours.
Yeah, but there were
The two or
a few
three
others
people-
who have stayed after hours.
The 2 or 3 people who the workers, as soon as the fire alarms went off, they filed outside. They're gone. There's no one else in the building.
Well, we've come this far, and there's platinum on the table. Shall we move forward?
Don't see a reason not to.
All right, Elise is gonna mage hand the thieves' tools to pick the lock.
I
To pick
guess
which
I
lock?
will ask.
The lock that doesn't accept the key that we already have.
Those keys are for the key that you currently have is for the vault door.
I think we have to find.
You do have plans that show you that there is a somewhat secret elevator platform that will take you below the building. But you have to get to the vault first.
I thought the elevator now needed a key.
No, the vault needs 2 keys.
When you get a minute, I would like to pick the lock on the boss's office.
Thaddeus has gone upstairs to pick a door. All right. Roll me sleight of hand to pick the lock.
That is clearly a 16. It was on its side.
That is a 4, though.
No.
It is a 4. I'm sorry.
Roll for gaslighting.
You guys hear
Oh, for gaslighting.
you guys hear upstairs an alarm start blaring. Just a whoa, 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 whoa. The door is not open, but it is yelling at you.
But I know how to turn the alarm off, being an employee.
You would know that you would have to get the door open in order for it to stop.
I'd like to take my hammer and attack it.
Okay. Roll a hit. Sure.
I have some nice steady fingers, so I want to try and pick the lock.
Well, he's hitting it with a hammer.
He's hitting it with a hammer.
When
Yep,
in doubt,
he-
hit it with a hammer.
He hit it with a hammer. All right, roll me some damage.
3.
You smash the door handle off, and the door swings open easily enough.
Good.
Magic alarm, no wards. Weird.
Huh. Wasn't my work.
Surprisingly shoddy work on a
Yeah,
office door.
surprisingly. I know, I agree, universe.
I agree, universe.
So,
All right.
I'd like to now disable that alarm.
Easy enough. When you push the door all the way open, it touches the wall behind it, and as it does, the alarm deactivates.
Excellent. I'd now like to go to the balcony and then shout down below, I found something.
Okay.
I found something.
You guys hear Thaddeus' voice above you.
Who's
What did you
shouting because
find?
he's had alarms going off in his head.
Are you going to tell us?
Well, you're gonna have to come up here to find out.
You're wasting time. Just tell us.
I got the boss's office open.
I guess it wouldn't hurt to check that out, and maybe we can find the other key in there.
All right, Elise is gonna she's gonna nod to Shimmer and call up like,
Well, is there anything inside?
while she's moving towards the stairs.
Yes, there's an office inside.
Wow. Anyway,
We are now PG-13.
I-
That's our one F word.
are you guys
Oh,
going
it's not
upstairs?
two now.
I'm going upstairs.
Oh no, it's a PG-14 rating.
It's a PG-14. You get one level for every F-bomb.
All right. So Thaddeus, you're in the office. What? As you're waiting for your group to show up, what's going on?
Well, I know I need to look for a key, so I'd like to see if I can find a key. Or perhaps
right.
anything amiss.
Roll me an investigation check and tell me what you're doing.
Right now I'm going to be searching the desk, and then I'm going to be searching the bookshelves. So let's search that desk. I find nothing with a 7.
With a 7, as you step into the office, you notice that the complete, and utter mess that it was when you came in here this morning has been completely tidied up. All the papers that were strewn about, all of the, books that were on the ground, all the drawers and things that were opened, everything is neat and tidy and as it should be in a boss's office. Very strange.
Strange indeed. I turn to Shimmer, who is approaching the, I guess she's at the door.
I guess. Yep.
She appears to be.
Walking in.
This office is unusually clean.
Usually looks like this when I'm here. So it was, I imagine that she spent most of the day cleaning up. I suppose? Is it actually this clean when I'm there?
Yes. This is what the office usually looks like.
Then again, I've never been in the office, so.
She's noticed that something went missing and tried to find it by cleaning it. Either that, or perhaps we even have a dud or a fake key. Can I roll insight?
Yeah, go ahead. It's definitely a real key.
Yeah.
With with a 5, you're certain that you have a real key.
That was a nat 1, by the way. Nah.
At least
Nah,
we'll
that
walk
couldn't
in
be it.
frazzled. That couldn't be it. Elise is walking in frazzled,
What are we doing here? Why are we in this office? What did you find?
Well, I found this desk, these chairs, those books. What do you think I found? It's an office.
We're looking for a key.
Then why are we up here?
Because it's the boss's office. If there's anything that's related to this place, it's going to be in the boss's office. Can you just have a look around? Because apparently I can't find anything right now because this office is new to me.
like begrudgingly, Elise is gonna start trifling around.
Okay.
Trifling.
Trifling. With a 30.
Jesus fuck!
And there's the TVMA.
Right. So, Elise, you begrudgingly... So, what are you checking? The desk or the bookshelf?
The bookshelf. Well,
all right.
No, the desk.
The desk.
That could make more sense.
You guys watch as Elise sits down in the chair and starts going through the desk. One, running their hands over it, checking the books, checking the papers, looking through the drawers. As they are doing so, Elise, you find a little switch under the desk.
There's a switch here. This could be bad, could be good. Anyone know anything about this device?
Hmm. Do any of us know anything about the device?
I'd like to have a look at the device.
You can investigate it, sure.
No, I'm going to flip it.
Okay.
I mean, like, might as well let her mage hand it. She's
No,
still
no,
in the
no.
way. Like,
This is how it plays out. You ask if anybody knows anything about this device, and I'm like, hang on, let me take a look at it, and then I just flip it. I'm a very practical person.
Roll me a dexterity check, Thaddeus.
Saving throw or just straight up dexterity?
Straight dexterity check.
Nat 1.
Elise, would you also roll me a dexterity check?
You need me to as well, because I'm usually nearby.
Not in this instant.
that is a 7.
Well, you were slightly faster than Thaddeus, so if you want to stop him, now's your chance.
Yeah, grab his hand with the mage hand. Like,
Thaddeus, you feel
what are you
amazing.
doing?
I'm going to press the button to see what it does.
Do you understand? What happens when you push a random button you just found, you don't know what it does?
Yes, something happens, and then I find
It
out
could
what
call-
that is.
It could call the guards.
That is usually how things go.
Oh,
when
we
something
know.
happens.
Well,
It could explode!
Perhaps I should
Good
press the button
point.
then, while everybody else is outside?
You're still useful. You may not be whatever. But, let's not blow up the machine.
It's more likely it'll call the guards. Which, like,
right, the
directly,
guards that
not-
totally did not hear the fire alarm or the alarm on the door.
I meant the city guard, but same difference.
Is there anything Elise can see where, like, the button is going to something? Or, like,
With your
wires or anything?
with your 30 investigation check, it is, as you recall, a switch. Not so much a button, but like it's more like a light switch kind of scenario. And it appears to go into the desk, but when you pull the drawer out where it should be, you don't see any wires or anything.
We could check inside of the walls of the desk for wires.
You could, yeah, if you want to pull the drawer out entirely.
I think that's a good idea, baby.
All right.
Like, we find something that it connects to, maybe.
All right, so you're gonna pull the drawer out entirely, Elise,
Yeah.
to see if there's wires or something. Yeah, roll me a strength check.
$13.
With a 13, it takes a minute. This is a solid desk. It's a surprisingly heavy drawer, but you are able to lift it up and out off its slides. And looking inside, you see two small wires running down the inside of the desk and into the floor.
If only one of us was small enough to easily get inside the floor.
Isn't Elise a small creature? Like halfling, I think?
I
Elise
think
is
I'm a-
human.
Oh.
I'm either small or
I,
tiny.
was gonna- I
don't
thought you were a
remember. I'm trying to
halfling
find
for
out.
some reason.
You guys are on the second floor of a warehouse. You know the floor is not all that thick, so you can't go into the floor.
Shimmer is going to.
I
Is this a
I
bad
know we
idea?
can't go into the floor. That's why I mentioned it.
How far is the drop from the balcony?
To the ground floor?
Yeah.
You about 20 feet.
That is a bad idea.
Maybe there's some sort of blueprints or some kind of diagram that shows what this switch goes to in this office.
You do have the blueprints of the building on you.
Oh, okay. Can we look through the blueprints to see if there's anything about the switch?
Yeah. Roll me an investigation check.
22.
You go through the binder of blueprints that you took from the head guy's office, and you find that the blueprints that built this office, like based on what you can see versus what's in the blueprints itself, this office is smaller than the blueprints suggest it's supposed to be. By almost 5 feet.
To walk over to the wall and knock to see if it's hollow.
I will walk
sure.
over to the other wall and knock to see if it's
Which
hollow.
wall are you knocking on?
Left wall.
Opposite,
Hmm.
right?
So away from the desk, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. You walk over to the wall, you knock on it. It's very dense, very solid. A metal paneling kind of construction. It does not sound hollow though.
What about my wall?
You knock on your wall and you hear the metal ringing of your knuckles against a metal paneled wall. But it also does not ring hollow. It just goes tung tung tung.
That's completely reasonable.
I'm gonna look for information in the bookshelf.
What kind of information?
Anything that looks useful.
Okay.
Yeah,
Roll me-
I just kind of standing there not doing anything.
Roll me an investigation check.
The thick metal walls makes me think of blast doors.
I rolled I rolled a 2.
You're going through this bookshelf and you see a lot of technical manuals, a lot of information on hinges, some things about circuitry, some things about how to store magical energy for power sources. Not a lot that catches your eye as far as useful goes.
She's just gonna stare at the bookshelf. This bookshelf doesn't seem to be useful.
You are not a useful bookshelf.
As you stare at the bookshelf, as you say this, one title does catch your eye, and you see a book that is smaller and thicker than the ones around it, titled Spellbound Seductions, Tales of
I'm
Enchantment.
going to take it. I'm taking it immediately.
You take it.
found her smut book.
You pull it out, and you see that this is a well-worn book. The pages are dog-eared. The spine is broken. This book has been read into the ground.
I'm gonna flip through it.
And then
you-
the next hour of content is just Brett listing off romance novel, text.
You're gonna flip through it, you said?
Yes.
All right. You start flipping through it, and the first 50 pages or so are fine, and then right in the middle, you find a cutout. Something was stored in here. It's not there now, but something is definitely stored in this book. The entire middle section is cut out in about a 6-inch hole.
And
There was a storage book in here. It's not storing what it's supposed to be, but I'm gonna hand it off to but just put it on the desk, really open. Absentmindedly.
Okay.
Interesting. Is everybody currently distracted?
I would say yes.
I'm flipping
Elise,
that switch.
Oh my god. Yeah, can Elise like see this out of the corner of her eye and like jump out of the room?
Elise, roll me a perception check. Thaddeus, roll me a dexterity check.
15.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on this.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know what's about to happen. Hey, 23.
Elise, you see Thaddeus just kind of meander his way around the corner of the desk as you're knocking on walls, and then you see him duck down behind it, and you dive out the door as he flips the switch. Shimmer, you're closest, and you hear it go. You just hear this really loud, chunky click as he flips the switch. And then you guys hear just a grinding of like gear pieces going chung, 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 chung. What would you like to do?
I'm going to try and follow the sound.
something is moving.
All right, Shimmer, roll me an investigation check.
This is the highest roll I've had so far, and it's a fucking 5.
Hell
All right,
yeah.
we've made it to TVMA.
Success.
I'm gonna have to label this explicit now. No.
Or you can just edit it. Jeez.
And it's at beep.
More work for your
5.
editor.
Right. I'll leave the editor a note. Can you bleep out all of the F words?
Include every F-bomb, but just make sure it's censored.
Shimmer, you follow the sound of the clicking. You put your ear to it. You're at the bookcase. You follow it down, down, down to the ground. Roll me a dex check. No, a dex save, actually. Roll me a dex save.
At least I'm good at that. Fine, 17. Finally, something good.
17. You're following the sound of this chung 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 chung, and you realize right before it's too late that the sound is coming from underneath the bookcase, and you roll away from it as quick as you can as the bookcase swings open.
On the floor, my hands underneath my back, kind of holding myself slightly up, like, I guess the bookshelf wasn't as useless as I thought it was after all. Just kind of staring at the book, where the bookcase was, wide-eyed.
Gee, I guess it was a good idea I flipped that switch.
And
As I
what if
look
it
back
wasn't?
towards the door where Elise was diving out.
There.
You couldn't have known that ahead of time.
You guys see a dark stone floor, cobwebs, and a staircase leading down.
Shimmer's gonna stand up. She's just kind of still just startled by the entire thing with the bookshelf almost hitting her.
As you guys are standing there, you hear the gears start up again. Chung, 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 chung. What would you like
I'm
to do?
gonna step through the door.
I'm gonna dive through.
Yeah. Elise is gonna follow. And
You guys
pull
are all
out her
diving
moon-
through the door.
That is diving through the door.
She's also going to pull out the moon-touched rapier so she can see.
Smart. You see that as you guys dive through the door, Sarah, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm walking in with them.
Okay.
Sorry.
Hey, Sarah. Sarah, stop knocking on walls.
No, I said that earlier. I just spaced out because I was reading this. I guess I'm medium.
As you guys dive through the door, you hear it shut behind you. The bookcase is closed. It looks like this stairwell has not been used in some time.
I feel like I should have bought that storage book.
You're currently standing on top of a landing that's, maybe 7-8 feet long that leads to a tightly spiraled staircase going down. The only light in this current space is from Elise's moonlit rapier. What would you like to do?
Only one way. Down.
Who's going first?
I will go first.
All right.
And I'm following behind Sarah.
Sarah decides to take the lead. Sarah, you start walking down the stairway. Are you slow and careful, or are you just stepping down like any normal stairs?
I don't have any experience with anything because I have recently gained sentience, so I am just casually walking down.
You don't have experience with stairs?
I don't have experience with any sort of traps or dungeon diving or dangerous areas.
Roll me a dexterity check.
Check.
Yep, a check.
23.
Excellent. Sarah starts walking down the stairs, and you hear her little feet going click, 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 click on the stones. Thaddeus is going to follow behind you. Thaddeus, roll me a dex check.
10.
Thaddeus, these stairs are much steeper and much tighter than the original viewing made them out to be. But you do manage to make your way down without rolling an ankle or some such. Elise and Shimmer, you should have no problem with these stairs as you are, taller.
Yeah.
How big are we? I don't remember. I think I said it was like 3 foot.
Yes, you are medium creatures. You're all medium creatures, but these stairs are probably a good 8 to 12 inches deep, which is a lot for stairs. It makes coming down them a slight problem, but you've all succeeded. Luckily, though, you guys make your way down, and you find yourselves at the bottom of these stairs, standing on a cold stone floor. With tight walls in every direction. As far as you're concerned, you're in a secret hallway. But we are up on the edge of our time here, so we'll find out where you guys are in the next session.
Cliffhanger, cliffhanger, cliffhanger.
Excellent. All right. Thank you for listening, and come back to the next episode to see where they've ended up. Goodbye.
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 Bye.